So Sunday, December 11th, second to last class for the new year. Chinese New Year coming up in January, something like January 20th or around there, really early this year, Year of the Rabbit. So after the holidays, we got to get ready for New Year's, Chinese New Year. I got to go out and buy my ingredients. Force myself to make gao this year again. And then they threw me off because the package of sugar I used is supposed to have 5 bars. Now, last year they made it 4 bars. So it's off my whole buying scheme. I have to buy like 3 bags. Yeah. Okay. All right, extend the legs. Yeah, extend your legs out and we'll begin. So on the heels and then slowly walk it back. Just to where the feet are touching. Yeah, extend again. Yeah, and then slowly walk it back. And right there, right there. Yeah. So your legs should be extended out. If you press hard, they should slide out, especially if you're on a carpet or you're wearing socks or something. You just want it right there. Yeah, and remember, we're trying to learn how to. Well, we're learning how to use the hips, right? The hip joint and the shoulder joint, and it's focusing on the inside. Right? So the inside of the joint. And for the hip joints, that's going to help you with the fall prevention, the stability, the rooting. When you squat down, if you really commit to folding into here and just flexing that muscle inside, right, inside of the joint. Right? Next, when you go down, you hold that 100%. When you come up, you hold that 100%, and it'll isolate. You isolate the work to your quads, especially your upper quads. So just keep working about that, thinking about that, and hopefully you'll discover that, and it'll make you more stable, make your legs stronger if you exercise that. And then we added the Ming Meng point. Right? Ming Meng point is opposite of the belly button. So especially when we're exhaling or doing certain movements, we consciously think of the Ming Meng point, the small of the back. And then holding the 4 or attending to these 4 joints, the 4 major joints, and allowing things to round. That's what we call peng, or P-E-N-G, P-E-N-G. So spelled peng, but pronounced peng. And if we really attend to those 4 joints, they'll help to keep our framework. It'll help to keep the knees from going forward too much. It'll help to keep the elbows from lifting too much, and it'll keep the focus where you can relax the shoulders, relax the rest of the body. And let's see, last week or the last 2 weeks, we talked about the height of the hand. So when we do things like wave clouds or certain of the movements, the lineup is second finger, second line, eye level, and that brings it right in front. So your nose would be right in the center of the palm, right? It would be touching right back here. So when we do wave clouds, the height of the face, right? The center of the palm is the height of the face. Let's see, any other reminders? Yeah, in this past year, we really talked about sung, relaxing while we're doing something. And we went through the whole standing form this year. Okay, so we'll just continue to do that these last 2 weeks, and we'll do a little bit of the healing meditations to finish up the year. Okay. So we want to keep the legs lightly expanded no matter what we're doing. We're either light or a little heavier. We want to keep the upper body upright, but relax and sink the breath down. The chin should be down a little bit as the head is being suspended from above. Just drop the hands at the side and slowly breathing in as you come up, and keeping the mind on the front of the shoulders, the front of the hips, to keep that framework. Keep that nice rounded framework around those major joints. Breathing in, thinking way up in the sky. Opening the throat, sinking the chi down to the lower dantian. Just using your imagination, your intent to put your mind way up in the sky, gathering with your palms and directing with the center of the palm and the tips of the fingertips. Flowing the chi down through your body, through the spine, the bones, the organs, the nervous system, down through the bone marrow, into the ground, displacing the earth chi. Just taking your time, right? Keeping that structure just by being aware of the front of the 4 major joints. And then breathing in from the earth up through the legs. Feel your legs sinking into the earth. Relax the bottom of the feet. Rising from the back, through the neck, over the top of the head, down the front of the body, flowing back into the earth. Slowly imagining it, flowing it through every bone of your body, stimulating the bone marrow. Imagine the blood and the chi, the energy flowing inside of the bones. Just waking everything up. Waking up every bone in your body, so every bone in your body is alive and still producing blood cells and still producing bone cells. You can imagine your bones getting thicker and stronger. If you have fractures, you can imagine those fractures healing. And then coming up from the side, eyes looking far away at the mountain. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, breathing in and out. And exhale. Right here, you flex the front of your shoulders a little bit more, extending and stretching your fingertips. Scooping down. Filling up the whole body with blood, with chi, with air, with water. Exhale, squeeze and twist everything through, every muscle. Focus in the bone. Imagine you squeezing the blood and the chi through the bones, twisting the bones. Slowly letting go. Ligaments and tendons. Twisting, wrapping, squeezing through, and slowly letting go. Bringing everything back to center, relaxing, letting the hands fall right at the side. Posture nice and straight and relaxed, looking straight ahead. Gently close the eyes. Feel the spine expanded, but relax every joint. Aware of the front of the hips, the front of the shoulder joints. Aware of the Ming Meng point. Aware of the little sun in your chest, smiling into your heart and projecting that smile outwards. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, just feeling those facial muscles drop. That feeling of no expression, but smiling from within. Check that your hips are not locked, your knees are not locked, and your legs are slowly expanding into the earth. The bottom of your feet are relaxed, but the toes are touching. The whole bottom of your foot is connecting and sinking into the earth, but relaxed at the same time. You can just feel the thigh, the quadricep muscles activating so that the legs can expand. The arms are hanging down, the elbows are a little bent. Your throat is open, the top of the head suspended from above, allowing the spine to hang and loosen, all the joints loosen and open. Slowly open your eyes, turn your palms to the front, extending from the fingertips. Take a deep breath. Let it all out. And then begin breathing in Doing the first warm-up, shoulders down, elbows down, just like washing your face, looking straight ahead at the mountain. Tilt the sternum up, and holding in front of the shoulder joints so your palms don't pass your knees. Keep the spines nice and straight when the head falls. So it gently opens the neck and gently pulls on the spine. Exhale and down. Finish the breath and then begin again, breathing in and exhale. Think of the Mingmeng point. And slowly release everything. And one more time, breathing in, extend the fingertips. Tilt the sternum up, holding the front of the shoulder joints and down. Okay, number 2, looking to the side. Remember, the height of the palm is right in front of the face. And we're focusing on this shoulder joint of the arm that goes down. Okay, so breathing in, turning the head, and exhale when you're ready. Washing through the forearm, rolling the ball through the forearm. You can look at the palm or look beyond the palm. Imagine rolling that ball through the forearm, and right where the palms pass each other, you change the breath. One more time each side. Come back to center when you're done, in front of the throat. Do 3 open and closes. Relax the hips so the legs can still expand into the earth. Top of the head suspended, but everything relaxed. Sung. Right, find that feeling of sung, relaxing while you're doing something, while you're expanding, while you're moving. Let everything go. Take a extra breath. Let everything go. And then move into our shoulder joints. Folding at the elbows and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Try to make the shoulder blades touch and then start rolling them up and forward. And turn the palms to help rotate the shoulder joint. And rotate all the joints. From the shoulder blades all the way down to the fingertips. Nice deep breath. And come forward. And make sure you finish the move all the way down and then relax and then do one side, left or right. Right, focusing on the inside lower corner of the shoulder blade, allowing the waist to turn, the head to turn. Allow the knees to move a little bit and the knees to point forward the whole time. Feel under your shoulder blade stretching and opening. The palms open. You finish and then come forward. Pull the shoulder blade open. Then up and squeeze towards the spine. You finish the movement, relax a little bit, and then do the other side. I don't know how I did it last night. I must have carried the baby in my right arm for at least an hour total. It just reminded me that eventually I gotta get that shoulder surgery to relocate that tendon all the way down. Yeah, finish the move and then do two sides. I don't know how I carried the baby that long last night on my right side. I tried to carry it on my left side, and the left side has got to be 10 times weaker. All the way down. Relax and lose circles. I don't think the kids went to bed till like 11 o'clock last night. I was amazed they were up this morning. Okay, then slow it down, put it all back together. You're breathing in. Shoulders as light as possible. So remember the palms, the height of the face. The center of the palm is the center of the nose. Yes, the fingertips just about the top of your head. Your shoulder joints as light as possible. Legs expanding downwards. Upper body expanding upwards. Breathing in as you come up and exhaling as you come down. Turn the waist, turn the body. Turn the body, you should feel the knees moving. Keep the hands right in the center in front of you. Okay, looking straight ahead. Remember, the body can actually turn more than once with each movement. One more time and let it all go. And then we'll move to the spine. Take a breath in between. Right. Sometimes you can just move your body around to reset the joints. You remove any locking that happens and releasing the muscles. Okay, hold the palms in the center, elbows tucked in, and then slowly separate, keeping them right in line with each other. Feel the shoulder blades connect, elbows bent, spine straight, hips relaxed, legs expanding into the earth, a little bit heavy, top of the head suspending so the chin falls, and take a deep breath. Expanding as much as you comfortably can and release when you're ready. Just drop the elbows straight down, stretch the fingertips. Right, hold this first stretch and just breathe normally. Every time you exhale, allow your spine to expand, allow all the joints to expand. Nice deep breath, expanding the lower belly. And finally take a deep breath. And exhale. Remember to roll the ball through the forearms, center of the forearms, washing the pericardium channel. Feel the shoulder blades expanding and stretching away from each other. And exhale when you're ready. Breathing in as we come up. Exhaling as you come down, allowing the body to turn if it feels like it wants to turn. And then moving to our spiral moves. So upper palm turns back, turn the body, turn the waist, drop the elbow and wash the outside. And turn, 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 lifting and falling. And exhale, turn. Relax the neck, relax the waist. Breathing in and exhaling as the elbow comes back. And then breathing in as the palms pass. And exhale, relax and expand. And then inhale, right on that last wind up, and exhale. Turn the waist, turn the body. Stretch the fingertips. Keep the feet flat on the floor. One more time. Breathe in and come back to center when you're done. In front of the heart. So remind yourself to smile, that inner smile. Remind about the sun in the chest. There's a sun or heart Qigong, however you want to look at it. Turn the palms up and down to cradle the ball. And then keep on turning towards your upper elbow. Relax the shoulders. Let the palms wind a little and then unwind. Turning right from the center. Inner smile. Looking straight ahead, the eyes looking at the mountain. Scanning the horizon. Feel the palms winding up as you turn and then releasing as you come back. Come back to center right in front of the solar plex. Relax. Take your time, finish the move. Do the Qigong right at solar plex height. Look straight ahead. Tilt the sternum up. Smile and imagining you staring far, far, far away. Right? Anything coming at you just gets split by this wedge in front of you. And project yourself, project your vision as far away as you can. You're staring way out at the mountaintop or way out at the moon or beyond the moon to a star. And everything else just moves to the side for you. Last one, and then let your hands come down. So neck, shoulders, and spine. Okay. Relax the hips and then press both feet on the ground and sink into one hip, right? Left to right, sink to release the other leg. Just holding that in the hip. And then sink into that hip until the other leg releases. Relax the upper body. And let everything go. And just the palms first. Just pulling the chi up. Dropping the shoulder and elbow so the palms round a little bit and gently guiding back down. The whole time resting the legs on the ground. Don't press the legs, don't lift them up. As the palms pull up and displaces the earth chi or pumps the chi back into the earth. See if you can feel your legs being pulled into the earth or released from the earth. But no intent in the legs. Just see if you can feel any change. One more time. Finish the move. Breathing in and out. You let everything go and take a breath. Okay, and then we'll begin. Okay. So remember, if you want to press both feet on the ground equally and then sink into one side and sink into that hip until the other leg releases. As soon as that leg releases, you can feel the bottom of your feet pressing into the earth and holding it into the hip. And switching, just listening to that joint and listening to the leg release, and then begin. Pick the knee up as high as you comfortably can. The upper body should be relaxed the whole time. Look straight ahead and just feel what you're doing. Just breathe naturally, taking your time. You finish the move, make sure you're letting everything go. pressing the foot on the ground, sinking into the hip joint, the inside of the hip joint. One more time. And then come back to center. Hold the ball, come back to center. Drop the knee and turn. And breathe in as you reach, looking straight ahead, turning the waist, opening the hip up. And then come back. Do the other side. Turn the waist, open the hip. Okay. You can take a small step if you want. Open the hip a little bit more. Looking straight ahead. Okay, so you can take as much of a step as you're comfortable with. Those are all optional moves. So if you make big moves, just finish up with small movements. Last one. Come back to the center, think deep in the body. Loose fists on the hips. Okay, press both legs on the earth and then sink into one hip until the other leg releases. And as it floats up, you start a movement. Opposite foot and hand. Make sure you press the knee down to stretch the back of the knee. Keep the upper body nice and upright, taking your time. The bottom of the standing leg should be nice and relaxed. Don't rush to bring the leg back. That's going to develop the muscles. So heel and then press the toe, and you can start turning the waist. Expand from the hip. Holding the standing leg down and waiting, and then transferring. Sink into that hip. Standing leg, make sure you can feel the whole bottom of the foot contacting the earth, contacting the ground. Just wait for that other foot to release before you pick it up. Last time. Slowly let everything go. Take your time. Okay, holding the ball, picking up one knee, sinking into one leg, 45, and heel and toe. Just sink right into that hip, right into that hip area. Keep this leg floating up in the air. Gently flexing, reaching with the toe and reaching with the heel. Okay, come back to center and do the other side. Right, sink into this hip first. And just hold this down. Keep the bottom of the feet relaxed. This leg should feel like it's floating the whole time. Okay, then switching to the other leg. Right. Small toe, big toe. Stretch the toe. And angle the leg 45 degrees and stretch the toe as you flex the ankle. And switch. And come back to center and relax. And then pull the heels up, relax, and draw the heels up. Stretch the feet so just the tip of the toes are contacting the earth. Right? Pull the heels up, stretch open. Yeah, pull up, pull the heels up, just the heels, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And so it's taking a few years where when I do this, it doesn't cramp at all. So it's a slow, gentle stretch over time, opening up the fascia in the feet. When I first did this, it would always cramp. And then I would have to stop, shake it out, and then do it again. But now I notice it doesn't cramp anymore when I stretch, or rarely cramps. Yeah. All right, loosen up the legs. So remember, when we're doing these stepping and walking movements, right, you have to first you press. Right? So you press, you feel all of this activate, and then if I'm going to sink into this leg, I start sinking that into that joint, and then inside of the joint, sinking down. Right? And as I sink and press and activate inside, and this leg releases right in here, releases when it is 100%. Yeah, this leg is pressing down, but I'm holding from the joint. The whole time, the bottom of my foot, I want it relaxed. I want the heel touching, the toe touching. I want the whole bottom of the foot relaxed while I'm holding the inside of the joint. Right? This whole movement, I'm stepping or whatever I'm doing, I want that foot relaxed. And if you sink and press into here, you feel this activate. Right? It won't feel as heavy as when you first start, right? That all goes into that joint. And then you wait until it touches down and it's flat, and then this slowly starts pressing, and then you transfer that to the other leg. Okay? And as soon as you sink, right? You have that feeling like you're sinking on the inside, this side will release. And just hold that there and relax the bottom of the foot again. So it's really worth the time to develop that and be conscious of leaving that relaxed. If I remember at the end, I'll talk about this a little bit more and how to do the squatting and standing to develop the legs and develop the stability from there. All right, loosen everything up, and then we'll run through our seated set. Okay, again, resetting, aware of the front of the four joints, relaxing and allowing the spine to expand, extending the legs, starting with the heels and slowly walking back until it just touches. Open the throat as you breathe in. Relax the hips so the legs sink. Gently sinking the legs into the earth, gently pressing. And then we begin our set. We'll slowly imagine that the palms are starting to generate and hold that energy between the palms. Take a deep breath to begin. Let it all out. Just one time, and then we begin. Commencement. Okay, so our Sung style Tai Chi for Health set. Picking up the ball. Bringing it to the heart. Number one, commencement. Number two, rolling the ball away. Into the body, rising. Washing through all the organs, washing through the spine. Out through the heart, the lungs, the throat. And number three, one open and close, one heart lung Qigong. Number four, single whip, turn to your right and press, and just after halfway, open. Raising the palms to the height of your face. Right palm starts dropping as you transition to one sao. Palms height of the face. This is number one. Okay, first one is preparation. Keeping the elbows down, holding that frame of Pung, right? Holding the integrity of the front of the shoulder joints, front of the hip joints. Come back to center. Bring the palms back, turn in a little bit to the left as you spiral back, right into the open and close. And then repeat on the left side. So turn and press at the same time, and just after halfway start opening and let the hands come to the height of the face. Second finger, second line, eye level. Left hand starts dropping and flow into one side. As you're turning, you notice you can look right on the inside of the index finger. So you're not really looking at the back of the hand. One more time. And come back to center. Turn a little bit to your right as you spiral back, right in front of the heart, right into an open and close. Okay, next movement, brushing the knees, starting on your right side. So turn to your right and slide the hand up by the ear, breathing in, turn the palms forward, and exhale, relax, and then Sung. Sung, hot knife through butter, lift the sternum. Keep on turning while the palms face center. And then turn 45 to your right. Left hand slides upwards. Hu Pipa. And then cradle the ball. And parry right and then parry left. You can vibrate the palms. Let the palms wash through the arm. Turn, 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 turn. Left hand flips over and covers. Wrist on wrist, right wrist on top of left wrist. Make a plus sign. Breathe in and start to grab. Exhale and squeeze the fist together and turn. The right fist surges forward and then both fists released, wrist on wrist, rolling back. Gather, compress, lift the sternum and exhale. Double palms pushing mountain. Drawing the palms back to heart-lung Qigong. And then repeating, brushing on the left side. So turn, breathing in, drop the palms, fingertips, and exhale. Relax the shoulders, and then expand the sternum. And keep on turning. Palms turn center, and then turn to your left. Right hand rising and sliding up. Left hand cradling the elbow. Hu Pipa. And then scoop. Parry left, parry right. Or shooting palms left and shooting palms right. Same movement. Right hand's going to flip over and cover. Wrist on wrist. Make a plus sign. Turn the waist. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze the fist as you exhale and punch. And then release everything. Drawing back, gathering, compressing in the lower dantian. Lift the sternum and exhale. Double palms. Come back to center, one Qigong. You repeat on the right side. Brush the knee first and then leisurely tying the coat. Breathing in, fingertips and out, relax, and then Sung. Think of the Mingmeng point. Fold into the right, left hand circles up, turn the waist, turn back to the front, palms turn center, drop the elbows, and wipe down, right fingertips start to connect, relax the shoulders and elbows, and lift straight up under the chin. tuck the elbows in. Turn the waist to the right as you extend. Spiral on the left side. Double palm. Release. And one open and close. Repeat. Okay, repeat on the left side. Brushing the knee first, breathing in. And then out. Lift the sternum. Think of the Ming Meng point. Turn a little to your left and the right hand circles up. Turn back to the front, palm center, drop your elbows, wiping straight down into the belly button. Tuck the elbows in. And then extend outward, opening, spiral. Palm starts turning back. Double palm to the front. And one open and close. Okay, fist under elbow, turn to your right. Turn and open. And start dropping your right hand. And turn the waist, palm facing down. Turn back to center. Left elbow over right fist, fist under elbow. Turn the waist. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze the right fist as it pushes forward and then release. Fold it up and turn to the right. Turn, turn, turn as the left hand washes down for repulsed monkey. And brushing the left knee. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Turn the palm center. Right hand washing down. Brushing the right knee. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Breathe in and out. Fingertip and then heel of palm. Leisurely tying the coat. Left hand circles up. Turn the body. Turn back to the front. Turn to the right. Turn and open. Spiral on the left. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Swivel the palms to the front, right in front of the heart. And then open and close. Smiling inside, sun in the chest. Last time on the left. Last fist under elbow. Fa. Turn the waist, turn back. Left fist under right elbow. Breathe in. Exhale and turn. Push the fist straight out. And then release. Repulse monkey left. Right hand falls and washes the forearm. Fingertips. Heel of palm. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Breathing in. And then out. Sung. Breathing in. And then out. Sung. Leisurely tying the coat. Right hand up. Turn back to the center. Tuck the elbows. Wiping down. Left fingertip connects to the wrist. Drop your shoulders and elbows and lift right under the chin. Tuck the elbows in. Extend. Spiral. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Double palm to the front. And then release. Okay, closing. Lift the sternum. Breathing in. Right, hold that frame of Pung. Slowly coming down and slowly releasing everything. Right, no sudden movement. Sink one leg into the earth so one leg can release and step back. Relax the arms. And then the other leg. Slowly let everything go. Bring the hands up. Bring everything back to center. Palms together. closing and down. Take a breath and then loosen everything up. Okay, any questions about any of those movements? We're going really quickly today. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so leisurely, not leisurely tying. Yeah, leisurely tying the gentleman's coat. Yeah, let the body turn, twist and turn, right? The hands are staying in the center. So from the brush knee, right? Turn the waist. And you're holding something away from you. Turn the waist, so this side will fold in. Right? And keep it in the center, and then this hand circles up. Right? So as from here, as you turn the waist, just let this hand circle up. From here, right? It'll just circle up. It'll sort of, this is hupipa, right? Hupipa, imagine you're holding something, holding a guitar or something. So it almost looks like hupipa in the end, right? Because it circles up. But the hands are a little bit different posture, but they kind of pass through hupipa, right? As you're going through. Okay? So the first part, fold, turn your waist, the hand circles up, you take the place, and then you turn back to the front. As you turn back to the front, the palms turn flatten to the front, and then they drop down. As the hands come down, turn your waist back to the side, and right about here, the fingertip starts to connect the wrist. Drop your shoulder and elbow, and then bring it into your body. So this is close to your body now. My forearm is lightly touching the front of my body. The fingertip is still connected, and my waist is turned, and my palm just rotates. The palm just rotates up from here. So it swivels right on the tip of my fingers. Right? Drop my shoulders and elbows. Keep the elbows tucked in. Right? So as I'm turning, I'll turn again. As I'm rising, I'm turning back to the front. Right? So I'm turning back to the front. As I'm riding right under my chin, this is tucked close to me. Make sure the elbows are tucked in, and then just the backhand, just the fingertip pushes that palm out, expanding. Right? And then just the fingertip creates that spiral, and the palm will start to turn like carrying a serving tray. But let the whole body turn, and then drop the shoulders and elbows. And as you turn back, swivel the palm. Swivel the lower palm to the front, and both palms turn to the front, close to the heart, and then release. As you release, you can feel the body turn again. And as you do the open and close, the body can still be spiraling. So if I start from this side, same thing. I'm going to turn into my upper hand. This hand circles up like hupipa. I'm going to turn back to the front. Same time, my palms turn to the front. Tuck my elbows in, fingertips connect, and I start turning my waist. And as my palm rolls up and I lift my palm, I turn back to the front, tuck the elbows in, and as I extend, I'm turning my waist, and then big spiral. Palm turns back, and I start dropping my shoulders and elbows close to my body, so it's right in front on the swivel, and then I can release from here. And if you want on here, right, you can let your body have that big wind up from here. So in the chair, we can do that big wind up. If we're standing, of course, we can't have quite a big wind up, right? If we're standing, it comes back, and we'll review this in the second half, of course. As I come back, my toe comes up, and I still have that turn, right? But I can't go all the way back. This is going to pop open. I have to keep this tucked in. The same thing where I'm committing right into that joint area, just sinking into that joint area. So I can swivel a little bit, but I don't want this to open up. I don't want it to flatten out and hyperextend. Just want it to turn. Yeah? Still close to the body. Yeah? And then open. And in the standing, of course, it turns. You have to swivel. Okay? Let's see. Okay. So just have a few minutes and we'll take a break. Any questions? Nothing? Okay. Yes.
Hey, Randy, I have a quick question. Do you sometimes, when you're exercising, do you hear your popping in your joints? What is that?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Liquid?
You know, it's so funny because I was just reading a couple weeks about, you know, people cracking their fingers and snapping. And scientifically, I never really understood that. You know, we just assume it's the joint popping, yeah? But they say actually that sound is actually nitrogen releasing. So people who crack their fingers, right, they'll just crack it and they have to wait a little while for that nitrogen to build up and then crack it again. But what happens, especially in the warm-up, right, especially in the warm-up, as we're doing that slow stretching, you know, we stretch and expand and we come back, and somewhere in between the joints pop. It's releasing that tension. It's telling us how tight the joints really are. So when they pop in our exercises, it's because we're stretching, yeah, and maybe the joint is not sitting properly. So as we stretch, that pop is really an adjustment, right? It's like that chiropractic adjustment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I constantly, my knees will pop and my lower back will click because it's so tight. Yeah. But yeah, scientifically, I was surprised if you research about cracking fingers, or where does you Google where does that sound come from when you crack your knuckles and things? Is it bad for you? It's nitrogen. They said it's releasing nitrogen gas. Yeah, interesting. All right. Let's see. Well, it's almost 10:30. Why don't we just take a break and then we'll come back and we'll go through. That'll give us time to do the standing form and then to do some moving meditation before we end. Yeah. So let's take a break, not more than 10 minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, go ahead and